My Journey Together journey continues, but this time I'm joined by the booster box. Got pretty lucky in my last video, link up there, but still chasing some of the more awesome cards. Will this booster box aid me in my quest? Let's find out. All right, so for this video, our giveaway will be these 3 Journey Together booster packs. Of course, all you have to do to win is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment so I know who to pick. Good luck. All right, let's get started. So I got this booster box from an LGS. I paid a little bit over MSRP at $200, but still like $30–40 under market, which currently as of April 1st is around $235. So not the best deal, but not the worst deal. Have a little bit of buyer's remorse because prices do seem to be falling somewhat precipitously since the actual release. Seems like hype has died down, and it seems like supply has been able to meet the demand. So hence the depreciation in hype and prices. But yeah, opening up this enhanced booster box. So the boxes, I think the ones available in North America come with this promotion card here, and this is N's Reshiram, stamped with the Journey Together stamp. I was able to pull the actual Reshiram in my last video, so swimming in N's Reshiram currently, which is not a bad thing. I love this card, but yeah, so obvious difference is this one's stamped and this one's not. Curious thing though is that this one is worth less than that one. I think N's Reshiram unstamped goes for $30, and I think this is about a $20 to $25 card. Not sure if that's gonna stay true in the future, but currently, yeah, weird. It's a promo that's worth less than the actual card. But still, I think this is something that's never been done in these booster boxes, so kind of cool. I'll put this off to the side next to its twin, and let's get started. Okay, so Journey Together. Yeah, the cards that I'm still chasing are, of course, the Lily's Clefairy, any of the full art Iono cards like the SIR and the Kilowattrel illustration rare. Haven't yet gotten those, but also looking for the Articuno and the Whale Lord. So if I'm able to get any of those in this booster box, would be very satisfied. Yeah, pack odds seem to be about the same as the rest of the Scarlet Violet era. So about 1 in 12 packs to get an illustration rare, and 1 in like 80 to get an SIR. So unlikely that I'll be able to pull an SIR in this box. Here's a N's Reshiram Holo, but should be getting about 3 regular illustration rares. Toadstool, Mr. Mime, Sprigatito, Pipitar, and Darmanitan, redeemable ticket. Combusken, we have Whalmer, pretty cool art. As a reverse, we have Geodude, and Ludicolo is our rare. Yeah, reports seem to be that this is a very generous set, but according to the pull rates, seems pretty in line with the other sets. And it seems like the reason people think so is because it's somewhat of a small set, so your chances of getting the card that you want are somewhat high. And I think it's also because a lot of the cards here are actually pretty decent. There are not really too many duds. I think maybe like the Swinub could be considered a dud, and just a couple others. But for the most part, a lot of the cards here have pretty decent art. So I think doesn't really have like a top ceiling card like Surging Sparks, for example, with that insane Pikachu, but it does have just like a lot of mid-ranged cool art cards. Black Bill's Training, and okay, our first hit of the opening, and it's the Zacian EX Ultra Rare. Okay, awesome card. Was lucky enough to pull the Lily and the Iono full art EXs in my last video, so nice to see a little bit of variance here. But yeah, awesome hit. Not sure how much these are going for. Last I checked, maybe like 20 bucks, but like I said, prices do seem to be falling quite swiftly, but awesome hit nonetheless. Zacian EX. But yeah, like I was saying, I think the reason why people think this set has really nice pull rates is because just the cards there's just a lot of good cards to hit. So there's a lot of good cards to hit and people are hitting them quite frequently, then they're going to think that pull rates are maybe higher than normal. We have Geodude, Audino, Comfy, Grandpa Golem, Escavalier, Brock Scouting, reverse of Sentret, and it looks like we have a regular EX on the back here, Articuno, and the Lily's Clefairy EX. Another nice card. But yeah, I think that whole sentiment is probably contributing to the drops in prices. People thinking that it's just a really generous set, and thus the supply of good cards is going to outstrip the demand for those good cards. So I'm guessing that's the reason for this initial decline in prices, but it might stabilize and it might climb once people realize that, you know, it's just an actually pretty decent set. All right, we have Torkoal, Lunala, Coughing, Shuppet, Marowak, Weezing, Verizon, Pelipepper, reverse, Lockix reverse, and Meowscarada on the holo. I mean, I guess the analogous sets to this would be Obsidian Flames and Stellar Crown, since they are both similarly small when it comes to the available hits. And I think this set is way better than those two. And those two are holding pretty decent value. I mean, the Charizard and Obsidian Flames, I think is still like a $200 card. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I think the fears of Journey Together just crashing in value are pretty unfounded. Sentret, Qfont, Lombre, Skwovet, Volcarona, Lockix, Iris' Fighting Spirit, Magmar, reverse, Lily's Comfy, reverse, and Hops Snorlax. I have the GameStop promo version of this card, but even without the GameStop stamp, this is a really awesome card. Love the art. Hops Corvisquire, Sigilith, Billy, and Onair. Pancham, Hops Choice Band, Articuno, Postwick, Dunsparce reverse. We have Regice, and our last card, Wailord. So, I mean, while I say I have buyer's remorse potentially about buying this set for a little bit over market, I don't know. It's just a really solid set in my opinion, and I think I'm getting decent value out of it. For now. We'll see if we get any awesome hits in this box. Noibat, Rockruff, Caterpie, Virizion, Hops Choice Band, Articuno, Volcarona, reverse, Billy and Onair, Trainer, reverse, and Magmortar. So how many packs are we in? We're like 6 packs in and there's just 2 hits. So I think we're pretty due for illustration, right? And whoa. And just as a reminder, looking for the Wailord, looking for the Articuno, looking for the Kilowattrel. Michino, Petilil, Piloswine, Qfont, Cloth, Lavincia, Oinkalone, Durant reverse, Togedemaru reverse, and another EX, Reshiram EX. Yeah, I think sentiment is pretty negative towards this set, which is weird to me. I mean, I guess it would be hard to follow Prismatic because of the insane hype that Prismatic either rightly or unjustly received. But yeah, it would be pretty hard for any set to follow up on that level of hype and madness. Magmar, Hops Lulu, Dagon, Paris, Postwick, Cloth, Losvingia, Hops Rookie. We have Reverse Noibat and Magirna. So yeah, going through a pretty sizable cold streak currently. No illustration rares. And we like I said, we should be on pace for 3, so I'll start to get worried if we don't get one in like 5 or 6 packs. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this set? Let me know in the comments, because for the most part, I mean, I do hear like random people sort of praising the set, but for the most part, it seems pretty negative. So, okay, here is our first illustration rare right on cue, and it is going to be the Noibat. Awesome, cute little card. As for value, I think when it comes to the selection of illustration rares, I think this is somewhere in the middle. So definitely happy with this. Not ecstatic with it, but happy with it. Art's really awesome. Love quality looks decent too. Centering is perfect. But yeah, Noibat illustration rare. So awesome first hit. Swinub, Shelmet, Shogun, Marowak, Lily's Pearl, Banette, reverse of Postwick, reverse Toadschool, and Regirock. Also, let me know in the comments how you guys have been able to secure this stuff. Have you had any luck? Have you guys been sort of unable to get it, or only able to get it with great difficulty, i.e. paying scalper prices? Because I see a lot of pictures on like Reddit and Facebook where there's just full shelves at Target and Walmart with like a bunch of sleeve boosters, a lot of ETBs actually. So it seems like supply is quite substantial for this rollout. And I mean, I had to buy this booster box at a little bit over market, but I'm pretty sure if I had tried a little bit harder, maybe I could have gotten it closer to market. Geodude, Lotad, Sentret, Grimmsnarl, ends PP up. Questionable sequence of letters here. Pelipepper, Darumaka, Reverse Hollow. We have a Q-Font and Hops Double to finish off that pack. Yeah, even if I wasn't able to get this booster box, I think I could have made a booster box in aggregate. I mean, besides the promo, of course, because of just the availability of all the other products. Like, got a bunch of sleeve boosters. I got some of the booster bundles and a ton of the Hops Zacian boxes, which I'm looking forward to opening, maybe in the next video. Geodude, Audino, Bennett, Pangoro, Grimmsnarl, Paris, Skwovet, Meowscarada. Let's move this base to the side. basic energy, impidimp. And maybe a lot of the outcry is due to, scammers, or sorry, not scammers, scalpers, their margins sort of dwindling with this set. Because, yeah, it's not as resellable as Prismatic, for example. Postwick, Cloth, Levincia, Volstorb, Lycanroc, and another Lycanroc. So, I mean, maybe this is the effect that Pokemon is trying to get towards, just like sort of a generous hobby or generous set that's printed quite extensively. And it seems to be successful if that was the intent. Comfey, Sentret, Lombre, Skolvit, SPP up again, Iono's Electrode, Hops Bag, Selgor, Tadbulb, and Hops Zacian EX. Florigato, Hops Rookidy, and Clink, Nimble, Super Potion, Hops Corviknight, Banette, Beldum, Levincia, Magmortar. Yeah, but this is all, conjecture. No one knows if how this set is going to do in the future, if prices will appreciate. I'm of the opinion that they will, but if you have another opinion, just let me know in the comments and we could have a bit of a discussion with regards to that. Because I don't know whether to save this set or if I should be buying more. Would definitely love to hear your guys' opinions. Metang, Qfont, Noibat, Rockruff. Like, should I just be saving up for Dusty Rivals, which is going to break the Pokemon world apparently? And it's Clink Clink, Hops Sandaconda, Caporaja, and Purloin. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not out of nowhere. Our second illustration rare, and it's a pretty decent one, Lily's Rabombi. Just really peaceful looking art here. Centering is decent. Yeah, back seems pretty good too. So in my last video, I had pretty noticeable QC issues, but maybe they were amended by the time this booster box was made. Fighting Energy, Lavendar. So we're still looking for our third illustration rare, potentially, and of course, our first SIR. Pinkor, Grimmsnarl, ends PP up. Never gets old. Nimble, ends Clink, and we have a full art EX here of Mamoswine. So, yeah, I did mention this, or I did broach this subject very briefly, but comparing these old full art EXs to these new full art EXs, I mean, just the minor addition of that silo in the back kind of just makes the card a lot better in my opinion. And I hope that in the future, because these EXs, while considered a hit, no one really does consider them a true hit. But yeah, adding this kind of makes it feel that much more impactful when you pull one. So hopefully it's a change towards more interesting cards other than illustration rares and SIRs. Because I guess that's what Master Balls and Pokeballs were meant to be, but I don't think anyone really truly likes them that much. Little Energy, Caterpie, Magmar, Hoxwooloo, Bagon, and Castle, Linkalone, Excelgor, Bagon, Maractus, and Whale Lord. That being said, I would definitely not complain if I got like an Unbound Master Ball. And I did get a Master Ball Eevee in my very first Pokemon video on this channel, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. I actually love Pokeballs and Master Balls. Torchic, Rhino's Wattrel, Squawkabilly, Ends Cling, Pelipper, Hops Bag, Ends Cling Cling, Tropius Reverse. Looks like we have another EX on the back. Piloswine, and a Blaziken EX. And that would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our 7th hit so far. Paris, Wingull, Swinub, Shelmet, Pelipper, Greedent, Regice, Cloth, Hops Choice Band, and Hops Double. Furret, Drudigon, Cubone, Lechonk, Sandaconda, Copperaja, Ends Castle, Torchic, Parasect, and Magearna. Yeah, I wonder if you were to line up the rest of the Scarlet and Violet sets, comparing the sets purely based on the level of art in the sets, I mean, I would have to imagine Journey Together is sort of up there. Of course, subjective, but for me, I mean, I think it's much better than, for example, Stellar Crown, and which kind of sucks. I feel like everyone just bashes on Stellar Crown, and sort of rightfully so. It's kind of not that great of a set. Sheldon, and of course, Shroud of Fable. It's much better than Shroud of Fable, better than Obsidian Flames. Maybe better than Paldea Evolved, besides the Magikarp. Paldean Wooper, Black Belt's Training, Corbinite, Spiky Energy, Super Potion, Kangoro, Cramorant, and Snorlax. And comparing it to Temporal Forces and Paradox Rift, I think it's up there. I think it might be even better than those two sets. So if I do think it's better than those sets, then it's definitely higher than average as a set, based purely on the merits of its art. Harvesta, Metapod, Black Belt Training. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I think this set will stand the test of time. And I think there's a lot of sort of hate or anti-hype or whatever against the set, which I don't think it'll last. Sigilyph and Iona's Kilowattrel. Milcery, Wooper, Black Belt's Training, Wilmore, Pangoro, Grimmsnarl, Ends PP Up, Sheldon, and we've got another EX, Veluza EX. That being said, I don't think this is really a set that you open up just a bunch of packs. Similar to Stellar Crown and Obsidian Flames, it does get sort of monotonous, I suppose. Basic Energy. So yeah, maybe that's a argument in the other direction. And Zorua, Tropius, Swinub, Delmise, and Klinkling. But for now, while the set is very much in its nascency, I am definitely enjoying it. Sandaconda, we have another Delmise, Wingull, and Lily's Rabombi. And Zorua, and Starmaka, Fungus, and Clink, Iono's Electrode, Hops Bag, and Klinkling, Hops Double, Kumala, and Ends Reshiram. Target also had these booster boxes for like maybe 5 minutes, and it was at like 1 a.m. at night, so don't imagine a lot of folks besides the bots were able to scoop it up. But yeah, I have like a few more of these booster boxes coming in. Not sure what to do with them because I don't know if I would want to open up all those packs, but I also don't want to sell them for exorbitant prices, which at this point it's not really because of the falling of prices. But yeah, not sure what to do with those. Considering just saving them, I guess. Become a Pokemon investor bro, perhaps. Cutify. Oh, okay. This is our first full art trainer card. Brock. It's a nice little blast from the past. I have a friend who looks exactly like Brock, with the squinty eyes and the pointy hair. So maybe I'll save this for him. But yeah, awesome card. Brock Scouting. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. So it's like tutoring from MTG, which is always a really useful effect. So I'm guessing this will have some use in competitive. But yeah, Brock Scouting, full art. Yeah, keep telling myself to get into Pokemon TCG, the actual TCG, instead of just pulling the cards and not really knowing what the cards do. But been playing too much MTG lately. And the unfortunate thing with gaming is that there's only so much time in the day to game. Sandaconda, Kabaraja, Ends Castle, Cubone, Remoraid, and Tyranitar. I wonder what the Venn diagram is for like MTG people and Pokemon people. I wonder if they ever intersect or cross paths, or if we're all just like, you know, TCG lovers and we don't discriminate against any particular type of DCG. And that's the world I want to live in. Wilmer, and Zorua, and Darmaka, Fungus, and Darmanitan, Iris' Fighting Spirit, Auxiliary, and PP Up, Stunfisk, and Bellybolt EX. Okay, this is a pretty cool EX. Yeah, I definitely need more Iono stuff in this opening. Like I said, looking for that Kilowattrose fill and Bellybolt SIR. Yeah, going back to the whole TCG thing, I mean, the only reservation I have had is that it does seem to be like Pokemon as a TCG might be a little too simplistic for my elite gamer sensibilities. Because, like I said, I play Magic, and I guess Magic is considered, you know, like top when it comes to complexity and skill ceiling. But yeah, let me know in the comments if I am completely off base here and I am besmirching the honor of Pokemon TCG. Alolan Graveler, Caterpie, and Noivern. And also, let me know if there's anything like control decks, because those are the decks that I gravitate towards in MTG. So if there's any decks in Pokemon that focus on like stringing the game out, like defense, stuff like that, let me know in the comments. Then that might make me all the more interested in trying out the TCG. That's Clink, Lotad, Nimble, Larvitar. So any decks that sort of like counter what the opponent is trying to do, stuff like that. Hops Cramorant, Latest Pearl, Cinccino, Marowak, Joltik, and Regirock. Yeah. When I play TCG, I just really like annoying my opponent. Alright, our last 3 packs. So, we are still looking for another illustration rare, and I think at this point I've given up on finding an SIR, but we'll see. Oricorio, Ends Purloin, Bombardier, Professor's Research, Artillery, Weezing, Ruffian, Petalil, Ends Darmanitan Hollow, Butterfree. Alright, last 2 packs. Okay, looks like we have another EX in the back. Ephemerate, Carablast, Torchic, Lilligant, Maractus, Toadscruel, Ruffian, Lily's Pearl, Pancham, and our second to last hit, hopefully, is a Salamence EX. Right, last pack. Lately, I've been getting pretty good last pack magic. Oh, will that hold true? No SIR. Parasect, Lily's Cutiefly, Petilil, Minccino, Cinccino, Maractus, Toadscruel, Combusken Reverse. Okay, looks like we are seeing some last pack magic here. Is this the Lycanroc? It is the Lycanroc. Awesome card. Awesome card. Yeah, love this color palette. Love how love his whole demeanor. It's very sort of wolf-like. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but this is a really cool card. Value-wise, I think similarly to the Noibat and the Ribombee, I think they're sort of in the middle when it comes to the rest of the illustration rares, but regardless, an awesome art and a awesome hit. So yeah, unfortunately, did not get that SIR, but I cannot complain because we had some pretty amazing hits. Alright, so we had Ionis Bellibolt, Bellibolt EX, Veluza EX, Salamence, Blaziken, Mamoswine full EX, Hopzacian, Reshiram, Lilith's Clefairy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 EXs in 36 packs. We had this Brock's Scouting full art, Hopzacian, full art EX card, and our illustration rares, we had Lycanroc, Ribombee, and Noibat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits in 36 packs. So almost a hit in every 2 packs. So yeah, pretty fun. A lot of hits to get. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't get the super hot ones, but still fun nonetheless. Which does mean, though, that these 3 packs that I have in the giveaway could very likely have that SAR that I was unfortunately unable to get. So SAR guaranteed, basically. If you are interested in getting this guaranteed SAR, and it's also a guaranteed Lily's Cliff Fairy SAR, then all you have to do, of course, is to be subscribed to the channel, like the video, and leave a very pleasant, very nice comment. That is the video. May your pulls be much better than whatever I got this video, and fellow collectors, until next time.